So hello friends, so welcome back to the channel again, and it's been a long time since I have posted any video, but I promise now that from now onwards I would try to post the videos regularly. So the book today which I'm going to review today is here, that is William Dalrymple's The Anarchy, which is on how the East India Company corporate violence and pillage of an empire led to the disintegration of the country, that is India. So an amazing book which I bought in 2022, and it's a hardcover book which looks exceptionally very well, as you can see. It also contains some pictures, and the book actually revolves around the how the Britishers, more specifically, to be honest, saying East India Company, which was earlier actually a company of only 12 members on board, led to the whole integration of India into the British land. And it's an amazing book which talks about the journey from 1599 to early 1800s, that is till 1803. It talks how earlier, like, Jahangir gave the trading rights to Sir William Hawkins and Thomas Roe, and how the story goes. It's an amazing book. It also contains many dark facts of our history, whether it's about the Marathas or about the Mughals and about the contemporary India of that time. An amazing book. The story revolves with engagements of Britishers with our Indian kings. What was the reason behind the colonialism in India, colonization of whole country only by the handful Britishers, why they were more modernized. It talks all about that. It's a really amazing book. I think it's a book that definitely deserves a web series or a movie. I mean, it's an amazing book. It contains all the elements required to make a movie, or at least a web series will do amazing job to give justice to this book. Amazing book. Even I didn't feel bored even on any one page. An amazing book which I loved reading, and I would definitely go again for it if I ever get a chance. So the movie revolves on the Robert Clive. Also, many dark facts about him are mentioned, and the characters I would like to tell you, which are mentioned here, that is, as I said, Robert Clive, Warren Hastings. How Warren Hastings was actually a Britisher, but he actually had a soft corner for India. He tried to uh, do some good measures, take some good measures in Bengal, and to prevent people from dying in the famine of 1770. So it talks about Marathas also, French people also, the Mughals also, like Aurangzeb, how he was one of the last king actually to you know teach Britishers a lesson. And also it talks about his successors, Shah Alam also, Alamgir too also. Shah Alam's character is just amazing throughout the book. A must read to know more about him, because a single video cannot do justice to this book. So it also talks about the Marathas, how Marathas are actually overhyped as seen as actually the protector of the Hinduism in the country. But it talks about how Marathas actually massacred and led to pillage and mass rape in Bengal while looting it. So it talks about that. It also talks about Chhatrapati Shivaji Bhosle, Tukoji Holkar, Mahaji Shinde, who was actually one of the greatest general of late 1790s, and he was the only last contender who could have, prevented colonization, but he led to a coalition with British. It's the actually book have a lot of diplomatic, very. As I said, it's definitely a movie material, or at least a web series material, which definitely our directors like Ashutosh Gavarkar and Sanjay Leena Bansali should do. And actually, they were in talk. Ashutosh Gavarkar was actually in talk with William Dalrymple, but I think the initiation has been done. But I think no new news have come so far. So an amazing book. I strongly recommend, if you want to read and know about the history. If you are even little bit, and even if you are not interested in history, it's an amazing book to know about your past. and a great book if you are if you are from historical history background or looking for some government preparation. It would definitely aid you a lot. So the rating I have given to this book is 9.5, which is one of the highest I have ever given to any book. Strongly recommended. Do give it a try and let me know. Till then, bye bye. And one more point which I actually forgot to mention is that the book also talks about how it was actually the Marathas who were actually the biggest contender to the British Empire, not actually Mughals. It was Marathas from whom actually the contendership of the Dominion India was taken by the Britishers, and Mughals were actually puppets in the hand of Marathas, that is under the Mahaji Shindya. The Shah Alam was actually a puppet ruler. So the book also focuses on that. It also talks about economy, the Bengal famine more specifically, and also concentrates on Tipu Sultan's role, how he is seen as a tyrant, plunderer, and destroyer of Hinduism. But actually also he led to many donations in the Ranganatha temple of Srirangapatnam. Srirangapatnam is actually named after Ranganatha temple only, and he also believed a lot in superstitions and all the good omens by the Brahmins and also by the ulemas. So actually he was a good ruler for his Mysore, but actually he was portrayed by the Britishers as a tyrant. So it talks about that also, how actually the Battle of Polilur in 1780, which Tipu Sultan was able to defeat Britishers, was actually a very big blow, which actually shake the London also. So it talks about that also, and a great amazing book, as I said earlier. So you should definitely give it a try. Thank you.